Landing in Shannon, Ireland is something special with all of the various shades of green that you see. Jessica was intrigued by the fact that she was sitting on the left-hand side of the car, yet she wasn't driving, since everything's on the opposite side of the road in Ireland. After flying across the pond, we started at Shannon Airport. We stopped at the Drummollin Castle. Then we went out to the Cliffs of Moher. We went up to Galway City. And then we came back down to the Hotel Woodstock in Ennis for a total of 216 kilometers for the day. Day number 2, we started at the Hotel Woodstock in Ennis, went out to Connor Pass on the Dingle Peninsula, Dingle City, and we went out to Kruger's Bar, back over to Ballinasloe and Cork for the bed and breakfast, Kinsale for dinner, and then back to the bed and breakfast for a total of 346 kilometers for the day. Day number 3, we started at the bed and breakfast in Rosscarbery, went to the Blarney Castle, then up to the Rock of Cashel, up to the bed and breakfast, then over to Clonmacnoise, and then back to a restaurant on the River Shannon named Lucre's for a total of 276 kilometers for the day. Day number 4, we started at the bed and breakfast, drove out to Ballina, and then back over to Kilronan Castle for a total of 273 kilometers on the day. Day number 5, we kept it local, starting at the Kilronan Castle. We went to where my dad grew up in Creva, went over to Boyle. Then we went up to the bed and breakfast near Sligo, and then we had dinner in Sligo for a total of less than 100 kilometers on the day. Day number 6, we started at the bed and breakfast, drove up to Donegal, stopped at a castle along the way, went to Letterkenny for a beer and lunch, and then we checked into the bed and breakfast up in Mallinhead, which is the northernmost part of Ireland, total of about 250 kilometers on the day. Day number 7, we started at the bed and breakfast in Mallinhead, went over to Giant's Causeway in the north, down to the Titanic Museum in Belfast, and wound up at the bed and breakfast in County Louth, total of about 240 kilometers on the day. Day number 8, we started at the bed and breakfast in Louth, went to Newgrange, stopped at the bed and breakfast in Lusk to drop off the car. Then we went down to Jameson in Dublin, over to the Book of Kells at Trinity College, back over to Guinness, and then back to the bed and breakfast in Lusk for a total of driving of 100 kilometers, but more in Ubers and taxis. Day number 9 started at the bed and breakfast in Lusk, went over to Skerries on the coast, came back to the bed and breakfast to get ready for Celtic Nights in Dublin, back to the bed and breakfast in Lusk. less than 50 kilometers of driving on the day, more in Ubers and taxis. Day number 10 was the drive back to the airport early in the morning, probably about 100 kilometers. Dublin Airport, and then back home from there.